of our Prague adventure, and we are on top of the Charles Bridge Tower. We decided to make our way back to Charles Bridge because we enjoyed it here so much, and we decided to have a look at the two towers on either side. Now you can get a ticket that covers both towers, which actually lasts you for the full year. It gives you stunning views not only across the Charles Bridge but also across Prague itself. The inside to the first tower, there wasn't actually that much to see. There was quite a hall, but you managed to get up on the roof and have a wee look to see the sights of Prague, including Prague Castle. We've now made it to the second tower at the other end of the Charles Bridge. This tower is a wee bit more impressive than the first one, so we'll go have a wee look and have a wee nosy about. The second tower is situated in a lesser town, and this tower actually offered just a wee bit more to see. The stairs up were quite treacherous and they actually kind of shook and wobbled as we climbed up to the top, but we were treated to some stunning views. It was then time to catch a light refreshment, and we made it to Wenceslas Square and tried Vitopna. Now this is a unique restaurant and bar, as the drinks and food are delivered by these trains. This was a fun and enjoyable experience, however it was on the pricey side. Food was okay and the drink was nice. Then decided to go a wee walk just around the area, checking in the sights, and we were led to this nice wee garden area with some nice architecture in the background. Found this nice wee bakery that's did nice wee kind of cinnamon buns. I had a biscotti one and it was delicious. Prague's beauty is evident even at night. With the old town square lit up, the views are simply stunning. The buildings are just so great to have a wee look at. You're always spotting something new. It was then time for dinner and we headed to the Hard Rock Cafe that was based in the old town. The Hard Rock Cafe here is absolutely massive. Enjoying a nice wee Star of Pramen unfiltered, which was really nice. I hadn't tried that one before, and got a nice wee barbecue combo. It was then on to our next bar, and we picked the Anonymous bar. Now the Anonymous bar is similar to the one we were at in the previous video. It's a cocktail bar that is themed on V for Vendetta. The bar staff wear the V for Vendetta masks, and they put on quite a show. The menu is very kind of different to what you would kind of seen before. and they put on quite a show with some of their drinks. You didn't really know what kind of drink you were getting, so it was a nice wee surprise when we found out. This one came in a spinning glass, and I had quite a bit of fun just playing about with the cocktail. It was then time for another wee cocktail. We were given a second menu, this one slightly different. Again, we were entitled to another wee show. The skills from the bartenders was absolutely fantastic. It really contributed to the atmosphere, and it was definitely worth a visit. After all those cocktails, I needed to get back on the beers. When in Prague, do as the Prague people do, and they certainly like their beer here. This was a more traditional pub that we attended, and I was enjoying the Pilsner Urkel, which was really delicious. Well, when I planned this visit to Prague here in February, I was told it was going to be absolutely freezing, but today the sun is out, it is shining, and it's positively warm. Actually a wee bit warm in the hoodie here, but this is a wee kind of pleasant surprise. Something a wee bit different to do in Prague is check out the local culture. Now, on the river, there are a number of these small creatures, look a wee bit like otters and also known as water rats, but they're actually called nutrias, and they are from South America. They're actually an invasive species. It was good to see them, and they were quite funny characters, but you can't really get too close as they do kind of spread disease, so when in Prague, just watch out, but they were friendly enough. Just up from where we watched the Nutrias explore, we found this wee kind of place. This was a nice wee kind of gingerbread shop, which was packed to the rafters full of all different types of gingerbread. For gingerbread lovers, this is a must. We also stumbled across this. This is Prague's narrowest street, and it is a bit of a tourist attraction. Now, to be honest, I wouldn't rush to get here, but we were in the area anyway, so it was kind of fun to go down. The views at the end were really nice as well. Just chilling, having a wee drink outside in Prague in February. There's so much to see and explore in Prague that you can do things that aren't even on your itinerary and things. Just go on a walk and seeing some of these different kind of sites. It was fascinating. Every corner you took, something new you were able to spot. Now for a different type of culture, and we headed up to the Museum of Communism. The Museum of Communism tells of Czechoslovakia's past, following the outcome of the Second World War. It tells how Czechoslovakia came under Soviet influence and became a communist country. I enjoyed it here at the museum. It gave a right insight into what the lives were like during this period. Um, Going so far as back as only 30 years ago, kind of thing. So it was very interesting. Lots of different kind of artifacts, lots of different stories, and things to see. I would definitely recommend this one if you're interested in this sort of thing. For our last evening in Prague, we visited Levels. Now, Levels is based just across from our hotel, and it is a huge arcade filled with lots of different games, and lots of different kind of arcade type shows to do and things. You can buy yourself a pass, which gets you lots of different kind of tickets and things. So it was very kind of enjoyable. Lots of different games to amuse yourselves in. But this place was huge, and it was definitely one to visit. Well, that brings a close to our Prague adventure. We've had a great time. Hope you've all enjoyed the video. Beer was certainly flowing. There was some great times, remembering some of the nice bars and things that we saw and all the nice wee sights. Remember, keep smiling everybody, and I'll see you on the next one.